Hello guys, hope this reaches you well. Just wanted to give you an update in terms of dollar protocol. So if you haven't, please make sure that you go to my to YouTube to subscribe to the channel. We're giving updates about what's happening in the DeFi space, generally the whole cryptocurrency space, in terms of like project reviews, giving information about scam companies, about rug pulls. We also provide a checklist. So we're on Twitter. So first of all, let's go to Twitter as well, Detectives Rug. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. We also provide some value in terms of Rug Detectives DeFi checklist. So it gives you all the information you require before entering a trade. So just go through this. And I obviously do reviews, live reviews, and basically going through new interesting opportunities in the space. And then we also have a scam wallet, so a blacklisted scam wallet. So any wallets that are connected, done by creators of projects that have relationships with other projects that have scammed. So before you enter a trade, once you've done the checklist here, you can then also check the specific wallet of the contract address of the creator and just see if it's here. We will be adding more information as more scams occur, which they obviously do. But the ultimate aim is to be able to keep you abreast, to understand what's happening in a space, and to ensure that you're trading, you're investing with full confidence. So right now this is free. So the link, just click on the link on Twitter and you can be able to find it. We will be coming out with an advanced checklist which would enable to give a full breakdown of the smart and staking contract vulnerabilities, if there are any. So we're doing our own audits of the code, and then providing scores on these projects. So this will be an advanced checklist, and this will be located in the Patreon group. So Patreon here, if you can be able to subscribe, and you can be able to receive this information. And to find that, all you need to do is basically just go to YouTube channel, and then when you scroll down, it just says the link is basically there. So anyway, let's get straight to it first and foremost. So that's that. So basically, we're going to look at a company called Dollar Protocol. We're not going to do a full audit. This is more or less a summary, but just wanted to give you an update what's happening. This, just if you're not aware, this is their website, home.dollarprotocol.com, and ultimately they're it's a stable coin. And Dollar Protocol is an algorithmic money protocol governed by Seigniorage, if I hope I didn't butcher that name, shares. Dollars will be the object of the stabilization, and shares will be the instrument to speculate in and govern the network. So there's obviously a peg to the price, and as it says here, the dollar will trade around $1 and can be used as money. If the dollar is trading above $1, the protocol issues new dollars to users. So this is in the form of like a coupon of some sort. And if the dollar is trading below, the protocol removes dollar from circulation. So ultimately, the protocol rebases every 12 hours at 5:30 a.m. UTC time. So this is a time zone. So if you take a look at the chart, what they're basically trying to say is if it pegs above $1, they will issue you with new tokens, or users with a dollar denominated new dollars. If it basically doesn't peg, so it doesn't close above 1, when it gets to the peg time, the rebase time, then they will basically take dollars out of the circulation, essentially. So remove dollars from the circulation. So this company's been around. They basically have an audit already done by Certic, who's a well-known company. Okay, so one thing they do need to look at here, when you click on audit, page not found, so that number one, they need to look at changing this. And when the audit should actually go to the audit, it shouldn't go to the GitHub. So someone needs to take a look at that. And also what they need to take a look at, when you click on this link, it should open a new tab. It shouldn't just take you away from the website. So anyway, I'm just putting on my website, let's say SEO optimization hat, because I have experience in that space as well. Anyway, let's get to it. So basically audit, I did find the audit, so I can be able to show you if I have this somewhere, hopefully. Okay, yeah, so this is the audit by Certic. Okay, and the audit was actually within a GitHub, but it's just a wrong link, basically, so they need to work on that. So if you scroll down, this audit was done yesterday, so this is an updated audit of the company. And if we just scroll down to take a look if there's any outstanding issues and commits. So total issues 40, medium 11, minor 5, 4 major. So let's just see the areas of concern. Here it says overall code quality is acceptable. However, there are quite a few areas where it can improve and become more aligned with the latest standards in the industry. For example, the project utilizes a custom MUTEC implementation, whereas battle-tested contracts such as the Rien Transi-Guard.sol by OpenZeppelin could have been used instead, as the custom implementation does not bring novelty. So these areas that the dev need to take a look at, whether they can be able to remove their existing contract implementation and use OpenZeppelin for that. So the document of the project was adequate and we verified the codes accordance with the facts laid out in the said document. Okay, so they went through it. I would also take a look at the code, and they had some findings here in terms of unlocked complier version, medium, minor, owner has too much power over widely used variables, control flow. Okay, so this is a concern. It tends to be if an owner has too much power, then changes can actually occur. So it's extremely important that a multi-sig wallet is done, number one, or basically the owner renounces the key and gives it to the community, so they have control in terms of governance. And I think there have actually been some changes that's occurred. So let's just take a look here, because they made an update. Yeah, so this is the update from Dollar Protocol, which was actually 5 hours ago. So we're now the 23rd, 5 hours ago. So they basically mentioned the latest, okay, so from the audit that I just showed you, and the successful voting and execution of over 4 on-chain proposals and countless others, they're now moving to phase 3 governance. Okay, that's good. So as alluded to in the Governor Alpha phase 3, so this is a full decentralization. The admin upgradability key will be handed over to the Governor Alpha, so that's extremely positive. So the admin key is being moved over to the Governor Alpha. And then also they said the code is fully open source and is controlled by the community. Good. So controlled by the community is not controlled by one specific entity within the team, whether it's the dev, whether it's the owner, using share as voting rights. Very good. So if you actually have a position in share, you actually would have voting rights within the governance and making decisions on any proposals. So that's positive. And then it scrolls down, short-term milestones before decentralization. So in preparation for the admin key ownership transfer, here's the upcoming milestones in the next 2 weeks. So to give a breakdown is additional pool staking cooldown in addition to minimum staking seconds. Okay, so they're working on the staking aspect. Cooldown values will be 0 to 24 hours respectively. Addition to 1-to-1x bond redemptions during positive cycles, as well as minimum bonding. Okay, so they're working on that aspect. Additional notes is ability to turn off on DBase. That's okay. Ability to whitelist user addresses for DBase immunity. Cool. So it seems that they'll have an option whereby at certain periods, maybe if the price has really gone to the upside or to the downside, they have the ability to turn off or on DBases. Okay, so with the control again of governance, which is pretty cool, to be honest. Okay, so that's positive. They're making some iterations, they're making changes in terms of the governance and the whole structure. giving it literally to the community, and this will happen within the next 2 weeks. Okay, that's that. We've also heard information about from YFI. So YFI, so Yuan Finance, they basically came out with their weekly newsletter, and this was last week. So this is a newsletter, and they basically said that they spoke about permissionless stablecoin pools, and they actually mentioned Dollar Protocol. Yeah, so we're pleased to announce a new product in collaboration with Curve.fi. So users can now create permissionless stablecoin pools using any stablecoin and 1 in a 3 pool. So this specific. And then, so many of these coins are elastic supply, but ultimately attempt to restore peg to 1. So this is exactly what Dollar Protocol does, or share. The initial algorithmic stablecoin supported here, but he basically said by adding them to liquidity pool with other stablecoins, they may achieve peg easier. So what's actually happening is that Yuan, so in a collaboration with Curve.fi, they're adding these specific asset classes, stablecoins, to their flow, to their pool, which would help them to stabilize and reach and achieve the peg, which is extremely interesting. So there will be more liquidity within share. Let's just move slightly higher now. So more liquidity to help it achieving its pool. So this is really positive news for the company. And then you can swap these coins between other coins in a pool, add, remove liquidity, or create a new pool. Okay, so there's so many different opportunities that you have with regards to that, which is extremely positive. Okay, so very, very good news regarding Dollar Protocol in terms of the governance, the next steps that they're making. I would definitely implore that they make a change, just, you know, more cosmetic in terms of just changing this information. Just really want to make sure that people get to the right, like in audit, this much should go to the right page. But definitely will be monitoring over the next 2 weeks to ensure that these changes go through on Telegram, on Twitter. But I think this is a good opportunity to have a small position. I will be having a small position, and to see how this goes. Okay, so anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Please feel free to make sure you go to Twitter, click on the link to get the checklist. We will be giving another project review probably today, if not tomorrow. And adding more details there, and we'll obviously be working on the advanced checklist for you to help you in the minefield of the craziness that happens in this market. And then also please feel free to, you know, donate here via ETH, BTC, really just trying to support the community, what we're trying to do here, or also follow us on Patreon. And I'll speak to you soon. Have a great day. Bye bye.